Hello everyone, this is Ankita. Today I am going to show you how to find insights from your at school, college, university or any other educational institute. So I will be able to see this demo data is on your screen right now in this video. So it has got serial number for the record. So if I show you how many records are there, above 21,000 records, and it is just the sample data which we are at. Then it has got college code, university roll number, paper 1, paper 3, theory total, honors practical, honors total, then subsidiary subject. So different people might be having different subsidiary subjects. Subsidiary theory 1 practical total, subsidiary 2 theory practical total, then composition 1 2 and total, and finally the remark. So just imagine the amount of information which is right here. If we look at the number of columns, it's in total 28, taking out serial number column, which is not in this case. But just figuring out the details you out of this data with 21,000 rows and 28 columns, it's really difficult to make any sense. Individual students might be making some insight or might be relevant to them, or might not be if they whatever profession they have decided on. However, university, the educational institute cannot plan the next steps. Like they cannot figure out doing right, what other initiatives they can take. So there is the lack of informed decision making, of the limitation which is there in taking out insight out of all this information which is here residing in your desktop, laptop, in certain cases in your emails. So how to actually use your data to drive your future. With that thought in place, I'm going to show you how you can use how you can take insight from this data using a tool called Power BI. So here is the screen of this tool. So we'll get the data. So we'll be clicking on get data, going on Excel because it's an Excel file, the demo data from here, and waiting for it to get it. It would be creating the models in the background, which you'll be seeing once I write worksheet. So you can choose multiple worksheets, and here you can see now that it is just creating that connection with the model, connection in model, sorry. And soon the model would be uploaded in Power. All these things are happening in the background. So we have got the data loaded, our file is there, it's here, you can check it out. And here is the which is there, it shows basically all the fields which are there in the file. Now we are going to create a basic dashboard of the visuals to get it. So what we are going to do is we are going to choose the new visual. It is going to take the data from all the fields which is there and quickly going to create the graphs for us to have a look and understand the things. So it's a bar graph that I have chosen here. This is the graph which is there, and I would want to put in the university roll number on the axis against the total value here of the paper. So it's the grand total which I am putting here. So maybe I would want it, instead of showing like that, I would want the values to be stacked up, and here see that it is coming up like really nicely. So the paper 3, few people are there, there is hardly any red that we can see here. and we sort it as well by the paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 in the ascending descending order. If do it in the descending order, this is how it is, right? And we can change the type of this graph as well, so we can make it stacked and line. These are the column values, so that is why it is right there. And we can add on the subsidiary marks, and so we can put it this way, that this is the honors total, and then you have the subsidiary 2 total, subsidiary 1 total. So I think it should be like this, and then we have got the composition total. So this is how you can see that the four things are coming out there, and we want to get it like sorted by this total only in the descending order. So this is how it is. So interestingly, this has got the great honors total, but they have not got any subsidiary first, subsidiary 2 or composition total. So here I would introduce you to another aspect of Power BI. What I'll do is I'll add visual, and in this, so here I'm going to choose the particular composition so that I can add the data in detail. Here is one filter, I have put in the filter, set up another filter for composition 2, or let's say for subsidiary 1. So it lists out all the subsidiaries which are there. Similarly, I can put in another subsidiary into picture. So here is this another subsidiary that I would have a look of. Again, I'm taking it here, and now I would want to have the field of honors as well, so that we can have the better picture in place. So here is the different honors are there. So reordering it for the better understanding, here is the subsidiary, here is subsidiary 1, and then lastly composition. Now choosing all these different filters, let's see botany when the honors is botany, and subsidiary is zoology, with chemistry as subsidiary second, and Hindi composition. So what is the outcome? So here are all the roll numbers with the requirement, and when we drag it to the extreme right, you can see that people have appeared only for subsidiary 2 or only for subsidiary 1. For composition, this particular roll number appeared only for composition. These few people have got these many marks for honors total, but were not appearing for compositions. This particular person appeared only for 2 compositions. It's easier for me to figure out who are the defaulters in one single glance. So it's a great use case for any educational institute when you have got the large number of students to get the insights within a day's time, so that you can take the corrective actions in the lesser amount of time. Right now this data lacks the details that who was there, in which were enrolled, which year do they belong to. Maybe that is somewhere in your database with the roll number 2. So you can identify the corrective actions to ensure that these students are not in the last lag next time when the exams are getting conducted, or if there are any special jobs or an examination that can be conducted for them. So this way you can easily see that it was easier for us to have a look at the details. I could have easy for the maths one. Similarly, could have checked this, and again it gives me the fair understanding about the rule numbers. So this way, when I'm checking the details, you can see that in case of zoology, botany, a lot of people were missing out on the honors. However, in case of maths and physics, the people who missed out on the honors was, so that points out that possibly the way lectures were planned for maths and physics gave the better output compared to the lectures for botany and zoology. That is something that should be looked into if the university wants to improve our results for the next time. Next visual that I would like to show you is the visual with the remarks. So say we want to figure out how many fall in different categories. On the axis, take the remark, and on value we can take the university roll number for the count, and you can see that majority have passed. Some have been got promoted, and some have got pass in appearing, and a minuscule percentage actually failed. And if we want to get the legend for this based on honors, we can simply go ahead and do it. So it shows that majority have from maths and physics, while for chemistry it's decent, but it's really bad for zoology and first for botany. So botany is one pain area for the university where they really need and figure out the better faculty or the better planned curriculum, classes, workshops. More from botany is needed if the university really wants to enhance their outcome for the botany. If we go and look for the physics one particularly, it would highlight the status for them. And if we go with this thing, that in case of botany itself, we saw that there was some gap with the botany, it was forming one. So with the botany, with the chemistry, pass is high, it's above 100. With the physics, it's really less. With the botany and physics combination, mostly are not able to cope up. They are just promoted. Few have passed. With botany, zoology, the percentage is high. So the university should be looking into planning that in physics should not be allowed together, else the students might end up just failing the degree altogether or take more time in finishing up their degree courses. And if we try to look at the similar insight for chemistry, that with the chemistry zoology pass percent is less than 100. With physics it's great. With maths it's good. Chemistry it's decent, not too good, not too bad. Let's see, with chemistry and maths combination it's not good. It's just 2 students who passed. So these kind of combinations or this particular dashboard pretty useful for any university decision maker to plan for the next, for the upcoming curriculum, that what should be the next steps planned so that they are more effective, they are making informed decisions for their students, for their mission and parents, for all the basically all the stakeholders involved. So I hope this video was helpful for you. You will be able to get more insights from your data, from Education Institute data. If you face any kind of challenge, our email address is cloud@fortron.com. Subscribe our channel, like this video if you think you gain out of it. Keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.